Hey guys, and welcome and thank you for joining me for today's shave. I know it's been a while and I'm excited to be here back in front of the camera doing another shave. So my plan for today was to do the Shave Gear of the Year video, which is significantly delayed. It's like the end of March now. I'm really sorry about that. So I was going to film that and I realized I needed a shave. So before I film that video today, I'm going to film this, I'm going to post this, then I'm going to do the Shave Gear of the Year because I really want to get that video out to you guys. But I can't go in there without a fresh shave on my face. So that is today's inspiration for the shave. So let's go ahead and get started. I have 2 days of facial hair growth going right now. I just got out of shower, so my facial hair is nice, cleaned out, hydrated, and ready to go. I highly recommend you guys do a full shower before you shave. It just gives your hairs here on your face a nice chance to get hydrated, hydrates your skin. And human hair absorbs water, so it makes them more plump and easier to shave off. It gives me, I've noticed I get closer shaves and with shaves with less irritation when I shower first. So that's what I always try to do. Anyway, like I said, 2 days facial hair growth just out of the shower. Alright, for today's shaving soap, I'm going with DR Harris Windsor. I just have the refill puck here, so I take it out of this, and obviously I need to get it inside so I can bloom the puck. I put it in the Captain's Choice lathering bowl. You can see here, this is their large one in navy blue. Beautiful bowl, works great. It is very large, so it gives you a lot of room in here to work around the puck. So you have this bloom water then once you bloom a puck, and you bloom it just to loosen up that first layer of soap so it's a little bit easier to load up into your brush. And then you get the bloom water as another plus, and I take this bloom water and apply it to my face just to add a first layer of soap there. So when you're building your lather, it just makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to secure the puck down with my thumb and add this to my face. There we go. And I love this Windsor soap from DR Harris. Excellent scent. It's kind of reminiscent of Terre de Hermes. It's Hermes, Hermes, and also the L&L grooming scent, Trimastigas. Those are all kind of similar. Some like peppery, cedar, citrus. It's beautiful, beautiful scent. I absolutely love it. And for today's shaving brush, this is a brush I haven't used in a while. I don't really know why, because I love it. It's one of my absolute favorite shaving brushes. It's the Simpson's Chubby 2 in Best Badger. There it is, you can take a look. Awesome, awesome badger hair brush. Tons of backbone. I forget the millimeter diameter on this knot, but it's a very wide knot and short height on here, so you get a lot of backbone. And I love this brush. This is a gift from my father, and it's one of my favorite shaving brushes. Runs somewhere around $180 to $200, so that's why I don't use it that much, because I don't want you guys to think that you need to get one of these brushes or a brush that's super expensive to get started off in wet shaving. There's excellent brushes out there for $10-15. You do not need to get this brush. More of a luxury item, but nonetheless it is a brush that I love. So this was just hydrating in a little mug here while I was in the shower. Just took it and wrung it out. You just do a gentle twist and squeeze. You don't want to pull on the hairs because you don't want to stress them there in the knot, but just a gentle twist and squeeze and you'll be fine. Go ahead here and load up. So DR Harris does offer, this is the refill puck of Windsor, but they do offer it in a little shaving bowl. I just didn't get it. I've had that soap for many years now, or this soap for many years, and you know, when I was getting started, I still don't, you know, if there's a cheaper way to do things, I like to do it, and the refill puck was a great way for me to try out the soap. I didn't know if I was going to love the scent and the performance of it, so I just got the refill puck to start out with. But once this puck's out, if I ever run out of it, I have too many shaving soaps as is, I would get this in the bowl, because this is one of my favorites that I want to keep around. So I'm just kind of loading up a little bit here. So the puck was shifting around a lot when I started, but if you just kind of keep going, it'll eventually secure itself down. This lathering bowl has ridges in the bottom to help build the lather on. I'm not using it to build the lather, I'll build the lather on my face. But eventually the puck grips on those little ridges. There we go. plenty loaded up here. Set this aside and go into a face lather. This is looking a little dry, so I'm going to add in some water. Love the scent of this. It's an excellent, excellent manly scent. And the soap with the tallow in here, it's just creates that rich, creamy lather that we all love. I feel like it's pretty easy to lather up too. And I've used this in hard water, soft water, and it's a very well balanced soap. Works well in all those situations. Alright, plenty of lather here on my face. Ready to get going. So for today's razor, I'm using the Rockwell 6C. This is their chrome version. This is the lighter chrome. They have like a grayer chrome and then a more silver chrome. I can't remember the terms that they use to describe them, but this is their lighter one. Comes with the 3 different base plates for the 6 different settings. I have the R4 base plate on here. So the base plates go from 1 to 6. 6 is the most aggressive, 1 is the most mild shave, so I'm on 4, just on the higher side of a medium shave. And I have a fresh feather blade in here, so this should be hopefully a very close shave. Alright, gonna go ahead and get started. First pass, always with the grain. I'm just gonna define my sideburns here. So I just lie it up here with my tragus. It's this little piece of cartilage here. I just put the edge of the razor right there where I want my sideburns to be. Add the angle to the razor that I'm going to be shaving at and get started. Creates a really nice line there. Same thing over here for this sideburn. This is great. With the slickness of the soap and with the sharpness of a feather blade, this is just cruising. And if a shave feels fast on your face like this, I feel like my tendency is to add more pressure, and that's the last thing you want to do. If you add pressure to a safety razor, you're going to get irritation, you have a high chance of cutting yourself. So just keep that pressure nice and light. You just have to keep to your basic principles here. And it works fine. Then I shave up on this area of my neck just because my hair growth goes a little bit more this way, so keeping it more with the grain. It's really hard to shave your neck kind of at an angle like this, at least it is for me, so I go up. There you go. Great first pass. Wow, that really did take off most of the hair here. That's what I really like about feather blades. You can get really close with one pass. If you're in a hurry, if I'm in a hurry, I grab a razor and I usually put a feather blade in there because you can do just 1 or 2 simple passes. You at least look cleaned up. It's not going to be the closest shave you've ever got, but it's going to be Really good, very presentable for work or for an interview, whatever you're doing. Back to the brush here, you can see the absolute size of this knot here. So much lather in there. When I'm reapplying for subsequent passes, I do not work it up. I know some people go back to their face and start doing this again. I just don't think you have to do that because most of the hair is off, so you're already in direct contact with your skin, so I just kind of paint it back on. And that's it. Alright, second pass, cross grain this direction. And on my neck, I always stay with the grain on this side, and then after I do my first pass going kind of up on this side, then I switch and I just go down. I try to angle it out a little bit since the hair kind of goes this way, so it's a little bit more in line with the grain of my hair growth here. Oh, got a little nick there. That's okay, it's small, it'll go away. Alright, that is feeling really, really close now. That feels great. And a lot of slickness here left on my skin from that soap. If I had to, I could do another pass with just what's left here. That would not irritate me. But I have all this extra lather, so just go ahead and apply it. Alright, third pass, cross grain this direction. I have these feather blades here, they're getting wet. I'm going to set those over here. I really like this R4 setting on the Rockwell razor. And I don't need to do my full neck. Those areas are fine. There we go. Alright. Alright. That is feeling great. Really, really smooth with the grain. Cross grain, because I did direction there. I went both ways. Really smooth against the grain. I don't know if you guys can hear us. Still, I'm pushing hard there, but there's still some hairs there. It's not a perfectly smooth shave. So I have never been a fan of against the grain shaving, but over the past few months, up here on the top of my face, I've been switching and doing in my cleanup pass some against the grain work. Makes an incredibly smooth shave. And I stick to the same principles, light pressure, all those things, and it works great. I haven't had any irritation, and the smoothness of the shave, it's the best. There's nothing left there. Just pulled the lather out of my brush. You can see beautiful, beautiful lather left here. Just keep it here in my left hand, apply it around. So I apply it with my left hand for my cleanup pass here, because I keep my razor in the right hand. Then I can feel where I want to shave a little bit more, clean it up. And I'm not going to go over my neck again, but I just keep lather down here to keep moisture locked into my neck, so this will start to dry out. Alright, you can do some against the grain work here. Now when I do against grain, this is how I hold the razor. You can hold it like this. Some guys hold it like this. I just feel more comfortable like this, and it will feel weird holding it like this at first, but you'll get used to it. And I have a hard time going straight up under my nose, so I kind of just add a little bit of a side angle to it. There we go. Oh yeah, that's excellent. And you can see here I'm doing a technique it's called blade buffing. So instead of just doing a pass up, you kind of work the blade and razor up your skin like this. In short little strokes. I feel like for against the grain, it gives me more instantaneous feedback if I'm pressing too much. So you have to keep very light pressure with this. So I like doing this against the grain. I think it feels great, and I know that I'm not going to be irritating my skin. Still having a hard time learning to shave against the grain up my chin, but this is incredibly close, so I don't really worry about it. I just like having it really close on my cheeks. Alright, now listen to this. First of all, with the grain, cross grain, against the grain, nothing. It's so smooth. It's awesome. And then shaves last longer too. You know, this looks like a fresh shave throughout the day if you're getting it a little bit closer. Alright, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and stop there, get cleaned up. Alright, wow. Excellent, excellent shave. This is incredibly close. You can hear a little bit there, but not like before. Nice little bit of scent left on my skin from the Windsor soap. Not a lot. Just kind of smells fresh and crisp. It does not leave a lot of scent behind, which is something I really do like because I can add a cologne on for the day. Because I usually wear deodorant and cologne, like an unscented deodorant. And then I'll put on cologne on top of that. So I don't really want to, sometimes I match up my shaving soap with a cologne, but I often do not. So I don't want a soap that leaves back a lot of scent. Unless I'm like going to bed, that's fine. But I like to shave in the mornings if I can, and so I don't want that scent left behind. It's just a little bit, wouldn't interfere with anything. And nice hydration on my skin too. That's another thing I really like about this soap. The post-shave feel is awesome. It already feels like you have a little bit of balm on there. Very nice. Alright, post-shave today. I've been using this a lot recently. It's the Fine Snake Bite. Unscented, because I'm going to wear a cologne, but this has a ton of menthol in here. And it is alcohol based, so you get that alcohol burn, and then that backs off, and the menthol comes in. It's a lot of menthol, and menthol bothers my eyes, so I'm going to be squinting after I put this stuff on. I do it every time, but that's not the product, that's just me. And I love this aftershave. It feels great having that menthol just cooling on your face once you're done. Little bit of an alcohol burn, not much. And that backs away, feeling pretty good. And here comes the menthol. Just feels nice and cool. It feels like someone just putting ice on your face and rubbing it down. After a shave, that's an excellent feeling. Then because the fumes of the menthol are lifting up off my face, they hit my eyes, and I always squint, as I mentioned after this. Yeah, I got a few little nicks from this shave. I was going pretty fast. That's something I warned about. If you're going If you have a very slick soap and a very, very sharp razor, like the Rockwell on the 4 setting with a fresh feather blade in there, it's moving fast. There's a little drop of blood here, there's one here, but those are nothing major. I'll just let those go. Those will clean up by themselves. Anyway, so thank you for joining me for today's shave. That was the DR Harris Windsor. Oh, another note, in May, I'm going to be going to London with my wife, and I'm going to be able to hit up these shaving shops. So I'm contacting them, seeing if I can hopefully come in, shoot some video, talk to somebody there. So I really hope I can bring you guys that content, because I'm really excited to go to these shaving shops. You know, Taylorville Bond Street's there, DR Harris, Truefit and Hill, GOF Trumper. There's even more than that. There's so many shaving shops there in London. So at the very least, I'll be there taking some photos to share with you guys. But I'm really excited for that. So that's what kind of inspired this soap today. And yeah, Rockwell on the 4 setting on the base plate, fresh feather blade, incredible shave, incredibly smooth. And I finished up here with the fine aftershaves snake bite. Thank you guys for joining me for today's shave. I'm looking forward to bringing you more content. My schedule has lightened up, and I want to get back at it. I miss making these videos, but thank you for your patience. And as always, thank you for watching.